In our last session, we read a letter from a woman who had been divorced from her husband, Matt, but after learning some of the principles of real love, was considering meeting with him to tell the truth about the mistakes that she had made during their marriage. I suggested that both of them might benefit from the experience. Now back to the writer of the letter. So if you do decide to meet with your ex, what should you say? The possibilities are endless, but sometimes it helps to have something in mind. You might say something like this, quote, I've been reading and learning lately about love and relationships, and I've learned that the only kind of love that really matters is unconditional love. That's what everybody wants, is to be loved no matter what mistakes they make. And I can see now that during our marriage, I did not love you that way. You needed my unconditional support, and I did not give it to you. When you did things I didn't like, I became disappointed and impatient and irritated. And when I did that, I'm sure you felt that I didn't love you. I know I hurt you at times like that, and I want to apologize to you for that. I wish that I'd learned how to be loving back then, when it would have made a difference for you. End quote. Like I said in our last session, it's possible that he could react badly to your telling the truth about yourself like this, but it's not likely. People rarely respond poorly to a conversation when you begin with, I was wrong and I apologize. Now, before you meet with him, be certain that you have no expectations whatever that as you admit your faults, he will do the same. It's only natural that as you're truthful about your mistakes, you'll have a little hope that he might say something like, you know, thanks for saying all this, but I wasn't a very loving partner either. But if you have any such expectations, he will feel them and the conversation will go badly. So lose the expectations. You mentioned that you wondered if your marriage might have survived if you had been more loving. Maybe, but that's just impossible to know. And you can wonder about the past forever and you wouldn't gain a thing. The fact is, when you got married, you had not been sufficiently loved unconditionally up to that point in your life to enable you to give real love to Matt. He was in the same position, unable to give real love to you. So neither of you came to your marriage equipped with the one thing most essential to a healthy relationship. You two were pretty much doomed from the moment you met, not just the moment you were married. So whose fault was that? Well, if you want to assign responsibility to anybody, give it to both of your parents. They were the ones most responsible for not giving both of you the real love you needed, but then they weren't loved either, so blaming would be a real waste of time and energy. Don't blame anybody. Just tell the truth about the past, learn from it, and move on with the important business of doing the best you can with loving the people you have in your life now. That's really all any of us can do. And fortunately, that's enough.